It's Jeff. Katie Joe here this morning. Mudflap not here this morning. So
MIA, Mudflap.
That's right. He's still going through his eye surgery recovery. So we're not exactly sure when he's back, but hopefully soon. And so we just want him to get well and get right.
Yeah. I did have a missed call from him yesterday, and I have on my phone it's set up to where it'll ask who's calling and like why you're calling.
Okay.
Oh boy, that Mudflap. We sure do miss him.
Yes, don't we? But yeah, he'll hopefully be back soon here. Let's see here. More craziness yesterday in the world of sports with the Brendan Sorsby story continuing to dominate the headlines and just the craziness that it's been exhausting. I'm ready for another big story to come along and take its place on the headlines. You know,
that would be nice.
Golly, it's just been so much here lately, but I think that I feel like Texas Tech needs to do a better job of somehow communicating their side of the story a little bit. I feel like they're letting the national narrative dictate what people are thinking about it. Because they've really they've come out with a couple of statements, but nothing that really articulates kind of their position or why or how things are where they're at right now. And because I just think that people are saying a lot of things about Tech and not fully understanding the position Tech is in and legally what they can or can't do. And I would like to see Texas Tech make a little more of a proactive effort to maybe communicate some of that. And maybe they can't. I don't know.
I was going to say, do you think they know where they are?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, holy cow, and really anything they say at this point?
I don't know, but I feel like they could at least, it seems like they should at least be able to, not get into a big argument about it, but just be able to state that, it's like when people are saying, well, Tech should just kick him off the team and they should do this and they're cheating and they're all this stuff, and to just be able to articulate a position or something.
Yeah, that's a good point, saying that they support him.
Well, yeah, and I've kind of said that, but I don't know. I just feel like there's no, most times on both sides of an issue, there's like a PR campaign to kind of battle the public perception of what's happening. Yeah. And I just feel like Tech is sitting back and letting an entire narrative take place here. And in most cases, it's ridiculous, I think. And they don't seem to really be putting out much of a PR campaign to articulate where and why
That's fair.
they're at where they are. It's just weird to me that they're not really doing that. And so that would be my only thing. I wish they would be a little more proactive in that area.
Yeah.
But there could be, their legal teams may just be going, just shut up, don't say a thing. I mean, they very
could
well
twist
may,
anything at this point.
But I don't know. You don't see one side just sit down and not say anything and let everybody else dictate what that narrative is. So we'll see. All right, let's see what else. It's going to be very hot today. I guess it's going to be up around 100. It looks like. So if you've been waiting for some summery weather, well, congrats.
Today's the day.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got this week. Got Luke Bryan on Friday night, so that'll be fun. And Jerry Seinfeld, actually, they're both on the same night.
What?
Yeah, I think that's also Friday night.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize that. I forgot he was coming.
I'm pretty sure that is correct. You can look it up and make sure I'm right on that. But I'm pretty sure, because I just remember thinking, wow, that's crazy. June 12th, Lubbock, yeah. To think that that Lubbock has Luke Bryan and Jerry Seinfeld on the same night.
And I think Riley
crazy,
Green is in Midland on Friday night.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
West Texas.
Yeah, I know. It's the best Texas, as they say. So people that say there's nothing to do.
That's a lot going on in Lubbock on a Friday night.
I mean, that really is. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So, two things of that stature on the same night. It's like, wow, all right. Look at us.
We survived a George Strait concert. We can survive those two.
I know, right? So, let's see. I don't know. Anything else? Got anything else exciting before we move along this morning?
No, I had my another injury at the age of 36, so that's been a little bit rough to recover from.
Oh, have we talked about this injury?
No, we haven't.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, I'm totally fine with it. But I think wasn't it Monday that we all walked in here and Mudflap couldn't see You had hurt your back,
Yes.
my shoulder.
Yeah, we all three had some kind of an issue going, and you hate being that way. Yeah, well, my back hurts. Well, I can't see out of my eyes, and then you come in with my shoulders separated or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, how'd you do that? And it's like, well, I don't even know. I don't know. Okay.
There's a certain age that you get to, and it is post 30, to where things happen, and you really start going, well, that's weird. I wonder how did I do that?
Yeah, you literally have to sit back and say, how?
Yeah.
I mean, then you're just mad because you're like, what the heck?
Yeah, we've had kind of a rough week. Yeah, I was out there on Sunday. I was out in the backyard and just cleaning up things and moving some stuff around. And I didn't even really do anything other. It was like a fold-up Chase Lounge, I think. That weighs about 1 pound. I mean, it was not anything, and I just reached down to move it. And I guess I just awkwardly bent or something. I don't know. But it was that feeling of your lower back. It's like, fingers of pain. You're like, oh, gosh, what did I just do? And I'm thinking, man, how pathetic. I'm picking up a light fold-up Chase Lounge, and now I'm incapacitated.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I wish I would have had something cool that I was doing. So when people say, "Man, what's wrong?" Oh, you won't believe what happened.
Yeah.
And you tell this amazing story. No, I was moving a Chase Lounge, weighs about 2 pounds, and no good.
BK texted in and said, how did you hurt your back? I was putting my socks on.
Yeah, right. That's the kind of thing. It just,
It's the look from my kids that does it for me, because they'll ask me to do something, and I'd tell them, well, I hurt my shoulder, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And when they ask me how, and I tell them, because there really was nothing. I mean, I was in push-up position, and I just jerked up too fast,
right.
and I don't know, it all fell apart. But the look on their face is like, yeah, sure, okay, Mom. Yeah, that's a lie. That can't happen.
Right. It's like, you just wait till after 30. There's a lot of things that can happen that you can't even imagine now.
It used to make me so mad when people would say that. They'd say, oh, just wait till 30. Oh, just wait till 30. And now I'm like, okay, it's it. And now they're like, just wait for 50. And I'm like, I don't want to go there. No.
It's funny. I remember people used to say when I was a kid, I could hear people saying things like, the older you get, the more noises you make and stuff. And I just always thought, well, that's weird. What kind of noises do you make? I mean, I was like, ugh. What are they talking about? And then one day I started realizing, you stand up.
Yes.
You sit down. You roll over. I mean, it's just like the stupid stuff like that just starts happening one day, and you go, wow, I'll be. Huh.
It's so
now
true.
I get it.
My dad was putting his shoes on in the living room the other day, and we were all just sitting around, and finally he looked up, and we were like, good Lord. What is happening?
It becomes a major event, Got to get yourself psyched up. It's like, oh, got to get the leg up here so I can reach it. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. All right. Well, I guess we could all share our aches and pains this morning, our injuries. That makes for a good entertainment right there. All right, I think it's bad now. Oh, wow. Gina, if you think it's bad now, just wait till 70.
I know.
Okay. Dang. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
It gets better then?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. All right. Well, that's that. So we'll move along this morning. And, if you want to check in this morning on the Sonic text line, let us know you're here. I know it's summer. A lot of people start going on vacations and things. And the gang kind of scatters sometimes during the summer, for a week at a time or something. People are heading out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. My vacation's coming up sometime around July 4th. But I don't even know if I'm going to do anything. I think we may just kind of stick around here and do things around the house. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere. Y'all do anything? Y'all go anywhere this summer? Baseball?
Oh, let's see. We only have one more baseball tournament, but
Okay.
I guess my little vacation we're going to go to San Antonio for a Keller Williams event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to do a lot of traveling with that kind of stuff, don't you? Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's mostly fun. It's more fun than work probably, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, so Simon Sinek, I don't know if you watch YouTube videos or TikToks, but he's the main speaker, so I'm super pumped.
I've heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
He's good.
Well, that'd be good. But you'll still be able to have some fun, like down the river walk.
For
and,
sure.
Yeah,
I don't go many places that I don't make time for fun.
I was about to say, yeah. You have to. That's the way that works. All right, it's 6:34.
Red, white, and blue through and through. Come on! KLLL! Y'all ready? Let's go.
Jeff, Mudflap, and the gang.
Missing you in the morning.
96.3 KLLL.
Here for vacation, but trying to pay off some things. You know how it goes. Sometimes you just got to go, well, we could do that, or we could do this, and so, yeah. And you're going mainly on some kind of a work trip, so that's sort of fun.
I might double whammy it, do family trip at the beginning or the end of the work trip.
So let us know on the Sonic text line if you've already done something fun this summer. You'd like to share what you did. It's like when you're in third grade or something. You get back to school and what I did on my summer vacation. It's that kind of thing. But yeah, let us know. If you did anything fun already, or if you have any big plans this summer. I'd like to know what people are doing. It's always fun to see what everybody's plans are, because sometimes people will say, what we're doing this summer, we're going to go, and they tell you something, you're like, well, no, that's a great idea. Yeah. I never thought about that
stuff
before.
You've never heard of.
Yeah.
Like resorts and things in Texas now.
Well, and there's so many
popping up everywhere.
I know, right? And there's I remember one summer we went to we went to a lot of places in Texas, but one of the stops we spent a couple of nights. It was down around Fredericksburg, and there was these like old vintage campers. I can't think what this place is called, but it's like it's like Airbnb kind of thing, really. But it's got on the property there, they've got kind of a centralized, the showers and restroom kind of thing, but then you have these old vintage, almost like Airstream or something kind of campers, and they've all been renovated, and there's like 5 or 6 of them probably.
That's really cool.
And so we rented one of those, and it's just fun. It's different, So we did that for a couple of nights, and they had like fire pits, and you just sit out there and
did you meet other
enjoy the
people
night.
That were staying in the other campers?
No, we kind of kept to ourselves, kind of quiet. We didn't really socialize. but we didn't meet a lot of people.
Y'all were that camper.
Yeah, it wasn't like what's that show? We're the Millers. Did you ever see that? Yeah. No, we didn't have any big situations like that or anything. But it was fun though. So we stayed there. But then we go into Fredericksburg and do some things, and we did. I think that was a song. We did a lot of just things that I'd never done before in Texas. Like, have you ever been to like Jacob's Well?
No.
You ever heard of that? Look that up. That's a cool thing. Gosh, what else did we do? I don't know, but we just found a lot of things, like in the hill country particularly.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, so you can go swimming and stuff. I mean, it's just there's a lot of really neat places like that.
Northwest of Wimberley. I have a horror story of Wimberley.
For Wimberley, oh really? See, Wimberley's are kind of a neat little place
oh, it's
too.
So
yeah.
cute, but Uber is non-existent. So Daniel and I went and stayed in one of those little bubble dome things. And I talked him into taking me to town to eat because I had packed the food and I didn't realize there was going to be like nothing close to us. We seriously looked like some 10-year-olds on a camping trip. We had goldfish and like cheese and crackers. And so I talked him into going into town to eat, and it was a pretty good little trek. So we had an Uber there, but then I guess there was a big concert. And we had no Uber home. We literally had to order a pizza. And we were like, can we just ride with you to deliver our pizza?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
The look on Daniel's face was like, we have no food. I was like, here's some Cheese Whiz in a can and some crackers, man.
Bad can it be? That reminds me, because one time we were, that's just funny. Those kind of situations where you realize you have no food, it is kind of a terrible thing. Hang on, I just unplugged my headphones. Okay, I don't know how I did that. Anyway. One time when we were living in Oklahoma City, it was in the winter, and we were gonna drive to Lubbock and spend the weekend, see my mom, and so we're driving. So the weather, we're coming down I-40 into Amarillo, and as we got closer to Amarillo, the weather really started deteriorating quite a bit. The roads were getting slick, and there was a lot of sleet and things, and it was starting to ice up, and I was like, oh gosh, man, I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it to Lubbock. I bet we can, though. So I get onto I-27. We're heading south, and we get right outside of Amarillo. We hadn't quite hit Canyon yet. And as soon as we get on I-27, I mean, it's bad. It is icy. And so going pretty slow there. Kathy's actually driving at that point because it was like late at night because we hadn't left till we got off work, And so we're right outside of Canyon, and we start doing like a 360 on I-27,
and
there's a truck coming right up to the side. I mean, it's like one of those Jesus take the wheel moments. And so we're spinning, and this truck goes by us, and we avoid the truck, And so Kathy's driving, and she did great. And I said, look, just pull over. So we pull over side of the road, and we decide at that point, it's like, okay, let's we're not going
Not
to
worth
Lubbock.
it.
We're not going to drive the whole rest of that way. So we decide, okay, I guess we'll just drive into Canyon, because we were right there, just the north end of Canyon probably, and said, let's just go into Canyon. We'll find a hotel. We'll just spend the night. We'll wake up in the morning. We'll drive back to Oklahoma City. So we find there's like a Holiday Inn or something up there, I think, that we stayed in. But we get there, and we're starving, but it's late. There is nothing open in Canyon, and nothing. So we end up, it's, the whole family and, the kids,
Oh, you even had
everybody's
your
starving.
kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody's starving. So we ended up eating out of the vending machine that night. And I was just like, oh,
and
my
your
gosh.
kids, that's probably the best memory that your kids have.
Yes, they probably loved
My kids
it.
love when I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
It's always more fun.
I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, they probably remembered as the night we had junk food for dinner, I had Funyuns, and then I had some, but I was dying. I was so hungry, and I would have given anything for just something, McDonald's, something. But there was nothing open because it was so late. So if you ever find yourself stuck in Canyon late at night, you pack a lunch or something, because there was nothing.
You're out of luck.
So yeah, but I guess I don't know. We looked everywhere. We drove everywhere, and it's kind of this little small college town too. WT's up there, you would think, but no, there was nothing. And I don't know if they closed early because the weather, maybe. But it was a situation. So
chips for dinner.
The night the family ate from the vending machine, and. So recently I found out about some really cool sports memorabilia called Light-Headed Helmets. This is a Lubbock company, and they're making the coolest thing. It may be the coolest thing I've ever seen when it comes to sports memorabilia. So they're taking like these full-size helmets, like football helmets, and they've added lights. I mean, they glow. It's just cool. You have to see it to really understand. I'll try to explain it to you, but once you see it, you're like, wow, that is so cool. So they've got like the black Texas Tech helmet. I mean, it's like the full-size helmet, and you can charge them up or plug them in, and the double T will glow the red. You got the red stripe down the middle, and even at Tech on the back of their helmets they have they'll have the Masked Rider decal, and some other things they'll put on the back of the helmets. But all that stuff lights up. So when you have this helmet on the shelf, and it's like glowing. It's so cool because you may have like a Texas Tech helmet. A lot of people around here have those in a collection or something. My wife's got like 5 Tech helmets and a really neat collection. She wants one of these so bad, so I'm like, okay, note to self, try to get her one of these. So lightheadedhelmets.com, that is the main website there. And limited quantities are available right now. I mean, they're making these and they're going fast, but you got to get one. If you're a Tech fan, or maybe your dad, maybe for Father's Day, this is an excellent present for your dad for that, because let's face it, sports is one of those things that like you spend time with your dad doing things like going to games maybe, and you just got all those memories that are wrapped up and when you were a kid and would go to games together, and all those traditions, and certain games you can talk about. Remember that time we went to that one? And I know for me and my dad, it was always, there was a game that we'd gone, it was a Tech game, and I think they played Houston one year, and it was like the coldest football game I ever sat through. And I think there was like 30 people in the Jones by the time it was said and done. And my dad and I had moved down to like the front row, but it was just always a great memory that we had. So you probably got some memories like that too. So with Father's Day coming up, Light-Headed Helmets. So they're available at Red Raider Outfitter now. And like I said, there are limited quantities, so get by there and check today. But they had them at all the locations of Red Raider Outfitter. But lightheadedhelmets.com, that is the main website for Light-Headed Helmets. You can check these out, and it's just a really cool piece of sports memorabilia. It'll look great in an office. It'll look great at home, in your man cave, your she shed, whatever you do, however you like to display your tech stuff, you will appreciate these. Lightheadedhelmets.com. Throughout the summer, and everybody's got a different vacation time. They're gone. So we're just asking if you've already done something. What'd you do this summer already for vacation? If you got any big plans, it's always fun to see what people do, because sometimes somebody will say something like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go, and they tell you, and you're like, no, that's a great idea. I didn't even know about that. I've never even heard of that. And so you can always find some fun things to do. So I guess Scott, the garage guy, man, he already lived like a great vacation, it sounds like.
I want to go on his vacations. That sounds fun. Hawaii for 7 days?
Yeah, Hawaii for 7 days. Have you ever been to Hawaii?
No, it's on my bucket list.
Yeah, I've never been either, and I would totally do that. I know my wife really wants to go to Hawaii.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Daniel told Bo that if he got the A honor roll, that Hawaii was on his list.
Really? So if Daniel gets the A honor roll, or
well, Daniel passed his commercial test, and Bo did well in school, so maybe I'll get to go to Hawaii this year.
Man, push those kids. Yeah, you need to do that. Yeah, that's definitely one I'd like to do. Mudflap actually lived in Hawaii for a while, worked at a resort there. He had some kind of cush job there where they didn't really do much of anything, but I think he worked at a resort in Hawaii, so it was one of his many jobs.
Yeah.
But, he's still out, by the way, recovering from eye surgery, so hopefully he'll be back here in a few days. We'll see. Who else? Pappy the P.O., he's got some plans maybe. What's he going to do?
He's going to go to their cabin in Capitan, New Mexico.
Okay, that's pretty up there around Capitan. Okay, that'd be nice. I could do that.
And then somebody's going to Florida. Let's see. I think it was, yeah. Jesse's going to Orlando, Florida next month.
That's always a good one.
KK has 8 nights in Cancun and Isla Mujeres.
Oh, geez. Okay. And then let's see. Pappy the P.O. also went to San Antonio.
Oh, Sherry went to the Morgan Wallen concert in Denver. My sister-in-law went to that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where was he at? He wasn't at Red Rocks or anything, was he? Was that at just the regular
it was
arena?
At the stadium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the state. It was the state. Yeah. Okay.
I think it was
Mile High or something.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's cool.
Retired Karen 4 times to Hawaii.
Wow. Retirement is good. Yeah.
You want to be best friends?
James says, as far as vacations, I'll be enjoying my mortgage. Yeah, I know, right? That's kind of where I'm at this year with paying for a roof. So, yeah. But, it's just everybody's got some kind of plan for something. But, yeah, share what you've already done this summer. What did you do for your summer vacation, or what are your plans? Mama T, what's she got here? Spending a week in Oklahoma? Okay.
Oh, she's having a grandbaby today.
Oh, wow.
She's going to spend a week in Oklahoma to love on that new grandbaby.
Nice. Oklahoma's really got, I lived in Oklahoma for like 10 years, and there's a lot of really fun things to do in Oklahoma. And, the whole time I lived up there, I never went to like southeast Oklahoma. I mean, I've been to South Oklahoma, like you go down like I-35 and like Turner Falls, and, there's some really pretty things there. But like southeast Oklahoma, I've always wanted to go like Beaver's Bend. That's a really cool place. You can even go like trout fishing there, which is amazing. It's one of the southernmost trout waters there is. And so I thought, man, fly fishing there. I used to work with a guy who was always, oh, man, you need to go down there. That's great. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that one of these days. Never did, and still never have. But it's still something that I want to try to do sometime. But Oklahoma City itself is really, there's a lot of really neat things to do. If you like restaurants and stuff, Oklahoma City is an underrated
they have some good stuff. It really is.
Yeah, there's some really neat restaurants, and just downtown Oklahoma City has grown since I've lived there. Just everything, Bricktown has turned into just a super fun destination. But just downtown Oklahoma City, the amount of restaurants and things that have come along, especially since when the Oklahoma City Thunder became a thing, it just
and their
really,
baseball.
Yeah,
I feel like we go for their baseball games and we'll do Bricktown and just hang out.
Yeah, when I lived there, they had just started, like when I first moved there, they had just started the whole thing. It was the MAPS project. They call it the Metro Area something or other. I don't know. I can't remember what it stood for now, but it was a dream. And by the time we left, they had started building it, and there was a lot of neat things down there. But then in the years past, I mean, it's incredible what they've done. So there's a lot. That's a good place to go, is Oklahoma City. So let's see here. Okay, yeah, Mama T was saying, hey, T-Bone's having his first child. That's her grandchild that's going to be born. And T-Bone went to, him and my son were at Friendship at the same time.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, so, let's see here. All right, yeah.
Lovey said he'll be traveling to Midland for work every day.
Right. Yeah. I guess there's worse things to do, Midland wouldn't be my first choice for vacation, but if you're working, that's good. You gotta like that. Garth spent a week in San Marcos. San Marcos is another. Have you been there?
I have not.
That's really it's kind of a neat area as well. There's a lot of it's kind of pretty
a lot
down
to
there.
do.
Yeah. Corpus Christi, he's also going there. It says Garth going there in San Antonio. San Antonio's fun. Is it Fiesta, Texas? I think this there. And then of course downtown, the Riverwalk and all that. That's a good time. Yes, Corpus Christi. Have you been to Corpus Christi?
I have been to Corpus.
Yeah, that was the most. Corpus was okay. I just thought the beach was completely disappointing.
Yeah, it was
because it's like an industrial beach or something. You know, I mean, it's like it doesn't have very good sand, and it's just sort of like I don't know. That was kind of a letdown. I was expecting a lot more. Maybe I was in the wrong area. I don't know, but
no,
if you
I think it's the whole thing.
Yeah, it just seemed kind of that way. And then, but Port Aransas.
Oh,
that's a good
okay.
beach
I
down
love
there.
Port Aransas.
That's a good one. Yeah, I've been down there, and of course Padre is great. To go to. So, all right. Well, there you go. I guess we could talk about vacation all day. I don't know. Are we mentally on vacation?
But
is that what it is? Yeah.
But then here we are.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, Toby, camping near Durango for a week. Oh man, that'll be nice. Dawn is going to Houston. All right. Yeah, Durango. I can always go to Colorado for stuff. Colorado is one of my favorite places to be. I love just being in the mountains. Yeah, and Durango, if you go to Durango, one of the things, have you ever done I think it's Durango to Silverton.
The train.
I believe the train. Have you ever done that, the narrow gauge?
I want to take my boys.
Oh, my gosh. They would love that. I've done that a few times over the years. That is awesome.
I'm going to have to do that.
Your boys would love that. Yeah, there's so many cool things to do in the mountains there. Like, I love all those towns. Gosh, there's just so much. Have you ever, South Park? You know what's funny? The TV show South Park. The guys that did that, it's based on actual South Park in Colorado. It's this huge valley in the mountains. I mean, it's beautiful. And to drive through there, it's like you come out of the mountains. If you leave from Denver and you head west, and you're just driving through the mountains, and you can. It's not I-70. It's like further south where you drive through there and everything. But as you come up out of those mountains, like you just drop down into this beautiful valley. And it's like surrounded by mountains on all sides.
It's so
and
pretty.
It's again one of my favorite places to be. So yeah, Colorado is always a good vacation spot. All right, well this is fun. So yeah, SeaWorld in San Antonio. BK said, yeah, that's another good one. I've been there. So
Cecil's doing the ARC experience in Kentucky. My mom just got back from that.
Okay, see, I've been to Kentucky a couple of times, but I haven't had a chance ever to do that ARC experience.
Oh,
how did she like it?
She has raved about it. She said it was unbelievable.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, her and we call them the Fab Four. Her and her sisters and her mom went, so they made it back, and they said that they loved it.
Okay, yeah, I've always heard good things about that. That's another one of those things I'd like to do sometime. That's why going to Nashville, you can go to Nashville, spend a few days there, and then drive up to Kentucky and do all kinds of things, because Kentucky's right there. It's so weird, when you live in Texas, it's like, well, how long a drive? Well, it's about 5 hours, or it's about 6 hours. It's 10 hours, and you're still in the state.
Yes.
But you go somewhere like that, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, we just hop up the road there. We're in Kentucky. We can do all these things easily, So yeah, that ARC experience is definitely something I want to try to do sometime. Let us know there. What have you done anything fun already this summer, or do you have some plans for something? It's just fun to see what everybody's doing. Carl floating the river in New Braunfels. Yes, that's a good one too.
I need that on my list for this summer.
806-900-9630. That is the Sonic text.
We're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet